Hey guys, and welcome back to AJ's Masquerade. Today we will be taking a look at my friendship bracelet collection. So roll the intro. So I've been making friendship bracelets for almost exactly a year now, according to my Snapchat memories, and I've actually already made a friendship collection video, which will be in the end screen and also in the description, among other things. So just like we did with that video, I will be starting with my unfinished bracelets. So the first one we have is this one, which is just a chevron. I was showing some girls on my dorm floor how to make them, so this was the one that I used to teach them, and I just haven't gotten farther than what we did together. My other one is on my other water bottle, and this is actually the bracelet from the How to Read Patterns video, which I actually put out. I finished editing today, I think. So yeah, it's actually been like at least a month and a half since I've even looked at it. So that's great. It's probably gonna stay unfinished if we're being honest. Then this is the last one that I have with me, at least, which I'm actually really enjoying. I want to do it again, I think. I just ran out of string, so I'll have to wait till I can get some more. I have it written down though, so I'm good on that front. I just have to be able to get over to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere. And then I have why is my phone doing that? Hello? And then I have a couple more unfinished ones that I don't have with me right now because if you guys didn't know, I'm at college now. That's why the desk looks different. So I have still that watermelon one from before, which I hate and will never finish and should probably just throw away. And also a piano keyboard alpha, which I'm trying to do the upside down technique on. But those are all at home and I'm at college now. So on to what we have. So this is what I've done for the past 6 months or so, and we're gonna start. Let me get these out of the way, actually. Let's start. Oh no! Sorry, I just dropped my phone. I don't actually have a tripod, so this is just like balanced on a shelf that's built into this, which is apparently slippery, so love that for myself. A couple things before we get into it. I am going to try and link with timestamps all of the bracelets, either on Bracelet Book or friendshipbracelet.net or wherever they came from. And then also if I have any videos of me making them, all in the description. So rip editing AJ, and this is gonna take forever, which is why I'm filming it now. I love my life. So I think I'm gonna start with this one. Yeah, so this one was actually a redo of one of the first patterns I did because I started with like the most difficult, of course, for some reason. So this one's obviously a lot nicer, especially compared to I have like the little loop and then a square start, and it's all very clean, very nice, we like. And the pattern for this will be in the description, along with, I believe I did a story time to this bracelet. Another one we have is this one, which is just like a real quick one that I did. Usually I do the simpler ones or the patterns that I've memorized at school, but this started about the same time quarantine did, so most of these never actually went to school. But I really liked this one. It was my first time doing a triangle end with an arrowhead and the start of my obsession with pink and silver. So I really like this one, even though it was really simple and I probably did it in like an hour. This one is one of those funky ones. Yeah. I did a tutorial for this, I remember, because I actually really like this pattern. It's super quick and easy, and I have 2 more in here. I did 4 of them. I don't know where it went. Hang on. There they are, all 4. So this one is the one that I ended up doing the tutorial with. So if you want to check out these, then that'll be in the description, as well as the pattern, which I hope I can find. If I can't, then I'm sorry and it won't be there, but I'm gonna do my best. So next up we have these 2 bad boys. I did this one first pretty early on because I wanted an anklet, which is why it's so long, and also really dirty because I haven't taken it off in a hot minute. You can kind of tell the tie is a little worse for wear, and it's pretty dirty. It's been in several lakes since it was made, but it's still hanging in there. Then this one's another one. I have a lot of variegated string, more than I'll ever use, because I keep not using it because I want to save it for something, I don't know. But these work well with variegated string. This one's like kind of short and like really stiff for some reason, and I don't understand why. I don't really remember when I made it, but that's fine. Next up, we'll have our Chinese staircases. So I did them for the first time in this round. I hadn't tried them yet when I did the last video. So I actually also did a tutorial on these using this bracelet, which my sister pointed out to me is the same color scheme as the embroidery scissors that I have, so that's a cool little tidbit. So these are like really fast to make and really fun and use up the nice variegated string that I got. I really like these shiny ones. I've had this string for like forever. And this one in particular is super fancy because I used Lisbeth thread on it, and I got it from a really cool shop that I found down when we were looking for some cabinets, me and my mom together, and they mostly do tatting, but they were like super nice, and they gave us a whole bunch of free samples and these cute little spools. So I have like tons of this, and thank you to those guys so much. So a link to their website will be in the description as well if you want to buy this. It's really pretty, I really like it. Alright, next up, oh yeah, this one. This one was in the unfinished bracelets section of my last one, and I actually really like it. I want to do it again in pink, of course. No one's surprised by that. So I had a lot of fun making this. I'm trying to remember, this might have been one of the first ones I did on my clipboard, one of the few ones that I did on my clipboard because I didn't bring it with me, but yeah, I really liked it, and all the zigzaggy boys. I do remember having to add some more string to it, I think. But it's still cool. I really like it. We're vibing. Next up is this one, which I know I have a time lapse for. It's kind of curling in, I think, because of the border, but I'm gonna iron it once I get back home, and hopefully that'll fix it. I've already done this one before in the original white and red, and then this one's like cherry blossom themed, I guess. So yeah, I really like this pattern. It's circles, so it sucks, of course, but it's also a lot of fun. So yeah, we're getting down to the alphas. Oh, here's another Chinese staircase. Here is another chevron, and I believe it was from the tutorial on how to start bracelets, and I just kept it on a water bottle in my car, and I distinctly remember doing like 1 or 2 rows every day before work, so probably like it's cursed or something from like bad memories, but yeah, it's done. This one here was my first attempt at circular Kumihimo with like those wheel things, so it looks awful, of course. I've been doing the rectangular one for a while that you've sort of seen in the vlogs, which I wasn't able to finish before I left, and my loom was too big to bring, but I am doing the bracelet from Your Name, the anime, which should be done like basically as soon as I get home. Like, it's almost there. But yeah, this was awful and I hated making it. Maybe I'll try again later, but probably not. This one is actually really pretty. It was the first challenge that I did over on Bracelet Book, so I had a lot of fun making it because it wasn't really the type of pattern I'd usually choose, but I really enjoyed it. I really had a lot of fun, so I like it. I'll probably do it again. This one is actually one of my own patterns, the first normal pattern that I made on Bracelet Book, so if you want to check that out, that'd be cool. I had a lot of fun making this one too because I was kind of figuring it out as I went. There's a lot of mistakes in it too though because I didn't really know what I was doing, but yeah. This one's actually one of my favorites. I know I've recorded it, but I don't think I've used it yet. It's just, I don't know. I did this one directly after doing one of these really big alphas, so it was the first time that I could really see how my knots had developed, and they're just so smooth and like way better than they were before, so I don't know. This one I think is really a showcase of how my knots improved after doing a super big project that will be coming up in a second. This one as well, I think I did it about the same time, maybe even the same day as the heart one, and I can just really tell that the knots are a lot better than they used to be beforehand, so I also really enjoyed this one. I like it. Kind of looks shaped even though it's not, which I will be learning how to do shaped bracelets eventually. I'm trying. This one was pre-giant project, and honestly, I hate it. I don't know why I struggled so much with it, because I'm really good at arrowheads, but I hated it. Honestly, I think I just don't like normal bracelets as much as I like alphas, which we're almost down to only alphas right now, so that will explain some things. But yeah, like, it's fine as is now, like, it kind of looks good to wear, but it's like super crooked and weird, and there's a really major mistake in there that probably only I can see, and I don't like it. So now we're down to only the alphas, I think, because I love alphas. At the time of making the last collection video, I'd only done one, and it was pretty complicated, so I went back. I can't remember which one of these I did first. I think it was this one. So So I went back and did this one. It's that symbol thing from Fullmetal Alchemist, and I also have a time lapse of this, which will be linked down below. So it was a whole lot of fun. I was kind of practicing figuring out how alphas work again after doing the Deku one and taking some breaks. And then this one I did right after, which is really similar, you know, another anime themed one, and then just the two colors really quick just to figure out how alphas work. I did it with like around a toothpick, but it was like not quite long enough, so I took it out like halfway through and the top looks a little jank, but it's fine, it's cool. And then I finished it a little bit differently than I usually do to make it kind of look like, ooh, it's like a fairy tale banner. So yeah. Those ones are good, and then after these ones, because there was a reason I was practicing for alphas, I did this bad boy, my main man. So this one does have a video, which has been out for just a little bit, and the views are actually doing a lot better than expected. So I don't know what it is about me and doing huge anime-related alphas, but I guess that's just a thing. So this one was huge. It was 93 strands. It took me about 3 months of on and off work. And I found it on friendshipbracelets.net, which will be linked below, again, just like it was in the other one, and I signed it too. I thought that was a cute little add-on, because my mom always signs her cross-stitch stuff, and I wanted to sign this one because it was so big and took so long, and I love him so much. I made this one almost as soon as I got in, like the day after I moved into my dorm. I made this one, which is, it's Japanese for... Translated directly, it means if you listen closely, but it's the movie title for Whisper of the Heart, which is a really obscure Ghibli film, which happens to be my favorite, which is pretty non-Ghibli-esque for Ghibli. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of more realistic fiction about a writer chick who likes to read a lot. Gee, I wonder why I liked it. But anyway, I saw it on there and I was like, "Urgh!" because nobody ever talks about it, but it's like one of my favorites, so I had to make it super quick. This one I also did pretty soon after getting in here. It was a lot of fun. I liked the chain. I kept messing up though and accidentally adding like one less like little line inside of the thing. But I hadn't made like actual bracelet alphas, if that makes any sense. I hadn't made any alphas that you could actually wear as bracelets before this one. So it was a lot of fun. I like doing this one. We'll save biggest for last, even though we're not going in order here. So I did this one for a challenge as well, and this one, and actually I did all of these for challenges. I actually really like this one. I want to try it again with it was my first time doing an alpha, well, technically V-Wave's an alpha, but whatever. It was my first time doing like a patterned alpha, we'll say that, with the variegated string. I think this one works really well. This type of string changes like so slowly, but it fits exactly like one iteration, so I really like it. I kind of like how the back looks too, like it's like woo, I don't know, I'm weird. And then I did this one, which again normally I wouldn't choose, but I really liked it and I did it for a challenge. It was my first time doing one with double ties instead of a loop and a tie, but I think it turned out pretty alright considering, so yeah. This one I actually just finished this morning. It's a cute little unicorn keychain, and then I did a tassel thing by combing the leftover base strings. So yeah, it's puckering a little bit, mostly because it's so small and because I'm bad at doing triangle ends, but whatever, I really like him, he's really cute. And then we have this one. Oh boy, it doesn't even fit on the screen. So I did this one because it was huge and I don't like planning out or cutting the strings. And it was all black and white for just like stress relief, and then ended up finishing it in like 3 weeks. So that's fine. Technically it is bigger across than Natsu. It's 99 strings, I believe. Yeah, you can kind of see. So actually it's kind of weird, but there's only 2 colors, so this one was way more difficult, obviously, and I'd been more practiced by the time I made this one, but this one was so much fun. And then I made a cute little wall hanging bit, so I can kind of like, whoop. So this one's been hanging on my wall for a bit, and then I made little tassels, which I didn't like when I finished them. I was kind of upset about it, but they're growing on me. I like it. So I also did these. I really liked combing through the strands and separating them to make them all soft and pooky and stuff. So yeah. Alright, so that is the video. Thanks so much for watching, and try not to think about the fact that I just spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to fit these all in frame and I'm still not happy with it. Like I've said before, if you liked any of my bracelets and would like to try them for yourself, then I have links in the description to the patterns and tutorials if I have made them. Also down there will be my bracelet book and my Instagram, so you can see my projects as I finish them, as well as really crappy magnet poetry. As you know, I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by Thanksgiving, and we're super close, so I would love if you guys could do that, because it doesn't hurt you at all and it makes me feel a little bit better about not having any friends. Today's meme is right here. Thank you so much for making that. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure it's wonderful. If you would like to submit a meme or a video idea or a bracelet that you would like me to make, then go ahead and DM me on Instagram, which will be linked below, along with my bracelet book, which I would love for you to be able to check out. Thanks again so much for watching. Lots more big alpha time lapses in the future, as well as little tutorials and all of the other random crap that I do here on my channel. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side of the rainbow. Bye!